So it's April, spring is in the air, my friends. I really want to give you a simple summary of everything that we believe here at Get the Guy. And I've done it in 9 simple steps designed to get you the guy. Step 1, be who you are, not what he wants you to be. I feel like so many women go out there with this mindset to impress a guy. Think about it. He wants you to go out looking your best. He wants you to go out smelling good, wearing your makeup, having showered. That's all about him. But you have to do you. You want to find a guy who's going to love you for who you are. If you've been in your pajamas all day, be that way. Step 2, body language. So many of us when we go out have this way of moving so much. We smile all the time. We have this kind of Disney energy about us. And the truth is, when you look at those billboards and there's the models, those beautiful models, what are they doing most of the time? They're focused on one thing, symmetry. What's the #1 feature of Michelangelo's David? Statuesque. Venus de Milo, stern, no expression on her face, no smile. She's not even expressing with her arms. She doesn't have any anymore. Go out, be expressionless, don't feel the need to smile, just stand there. Step 3, the approach. Don't do it. Guys know when the right time is to approach you. And they don't know from your expression. They don't know because you're giving him outward cues. When you're standing there and you're thinking about the guy that you want to approach, it's sending a signal to his amorosa lobe. Now, this is connected to the limbic system, which is responsible for the people that he wants to approach in any given social situation. You know that feeling when you feel like someone's looking at you, even though you're not looking at them, you can just feel it. And then you turn around and there is someone looking at you. That's the limbic system at work. And that's the part of your brain and his brain that I want you to use. Step 4, when he does come over to you, you need to make sure that you give him the right amount of resistance. See, he's going to come over to you and he's going to try using some line. What I want you to do is avoid eye contact in that moment. Because when you do that, you're already communicating too much interest. So look away, and once he's finished with his line, just casually say, in no particular direction, try again. Now, the beauty of this is it challenges him. You don't want to keep feeding his ego so that he gets to be a more difficult catch. Instead, knock him down and then pick up the pieces. Step 5, getting the digits. You know, guys, when they go out, they're out there trying to get as many numbers as possible. You know, like Pokemon, got to catch them all. But you don't want to offer up your number because that seems desperate. So here's what I want you to do. Write down your number on a napkin. Now, when he gets in front of you, distract him. I find it's easy to do this if you tell him that there's something behind him. He turns around, then you take the napkin and you subtly put it in his pocket. All of a sudden, your number is in his pocket. He doesn't know. Houdini. When he gets home, how smooth is that going to be when he reaches into his pocket, didn't even know you exchanged numbers, and all of a sudden he finds your number? Step 6. Now that you have his number, let's talk about texting. Think about it. When you get home, you've now officially exchanged numbers. You're official. You may have just met, but you want to be honest, because you don't want to be one of those people that plays games, hides how they feel. Be honest about who you are and what you want from this guy. For example, you might be texting a guy, I know we only just met tonight, but had the most amazing time with you. I really feel like this could be something long-term. P.S. You'd make an amazing dad, I think. He may not reply straight away. You know, and half the time, that's because he hasn't even seen your message. How do you make sure that he does see your message? Well, I'll send something like this, where it's like, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So it just occupies his whole home screen. Think about it. That's prime real estate. And how's he not going to see all these question marks from you and not think of you in that moment? Even if he doesn't reply at that point, he may just be busy. If he's busy, chances are he needs you now more than ever. So don't text him and bother him by text or phone. Just go straight over there and see him. He's going to be so happy to see you in that moment, not knowing that you were coming. What an amazing surprise. He's probably the type of guy that when he gets to the end of a really busy day, an exhausting day, 2 a.m., he might text you then, first thing early in the morning. Which brings me to my next point. Step 7. Sleep with him as quickly as possible. Once you sleep with him, imagine the emotional connection you're going to have with him afterwards. You're going to sleep with him, and let's face it, his hormones are going to do the rest of the work for you. Step 8. Affirmations. For those of you that have indulged in some self-help before, I know you will have come across the idea of affirmations. What you repeat constantly again and again and again becomes self-fulfilling. It happens. It becomes reality. You want a relationship with this guy. So you need to repeat that over and over again to everyone you know. Go around telling your friends, your family, his friends, his family, that you two are now in a relationship, that he is your boyfriend. If he leaves his Facebook open on his computer, go on there, tell them you're in a relationship. You know the little status thing, in a relationship? Do that and tag it to you. Make sure everyone in his circle knows. And the thing is, guys are lazy. What, you think that when you've told everyone that he's your boyfriend, that you two are going out now, and you put it on his Facebook and everyone knows, he's going to want to backtrack and have to re-explain everything? No, he's just going to settle for the status quo now. Step 9. Occupy as much of his time as possible. Evenings, weekends, even work days if you can. Because anytime he's not with you, he's out there meeting the competition. You don't want that. People say you can't force a guy into a relationship. You can't force him to commit. It's like that phrase, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But you want to know the truth? You put him in a barn for 9 days, that horse is going to be thirsty. Let me just finish by saying this. December was a tough month. Venus was in retrograde. I know for a lot of us it was a dry patch in our love lives. But now things are different. Venus is in centrograde now. In fact, I think from my knowledge, all the planets are in centrograde now, which is great. It means that it is high time we go out there and get the love life we want. And we all have the ability to do it this month. Cinderella got her guy by having a glass shoe. But when the glass is half full, you don't even need a shoe at all.
Wait, I don't get the Cinderella thing.
That's perfect then. In terms of tone, is it too straight? And it's exactly what the guy wants you to do. He wants you to shower. Venus de Milo, what's she doing? She's stern, she's expressionless. She's not even expressing herself with her arms because her arms aren't there anymore. You don't want to keep feeding his ego so that he gets to be a more difficult catch. Instead, knock him down and then pick up the pieces. When you're standing there and you're thinking about the guy that you want to approach, it's sending a signal to his amorosa lobe. You smile. Take that napkin in your hand, distract him. The way I know. All of a sudden, your number is in his pocket, he doesn't know. Houdini. Cinderella got her guy by kissing the frog and, well, that put the shoe on both feet, didn't it? You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Well, you want to know something? You locked that horse in a barn for 9 days. This is my favorite one of the whole thing. This is my favorite one. Because the logic actually works. That's why I like it.